What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the madness. And the question I'm here to answer today is, are online music lessons that you have to pay for worth the money and the effort? And is the time invested into them going to get you more out than if you were to use simply YouTube? Well, let's go ahead and dive into this right now and show you exactly why it may or may not be worth it. All right, so let's get some things straight here real quick. We're gonna be breaking this video into three main components, right? And that's gonna be 1, cost, 2, effort required to get the information needed, and 3, organization and quality of material. All right, and so for this particular example, I'm gonna be comparing YouTube to Musora. And Musora is an online repository of music lessons that covers drums, guitar, vocals, and piano. And many people online YouTube have seen videos from these 4 separate categories because they post some of their videos to YouTube for public and free use. However, the majority of their content is behind a paywall, which you have to pay money to access that. Is it worth the time and money? That's what we want to get after. So let's go ahead and see what Musora has to offer. All right, so when you're not a member of Musora, this is what you come to when you first arrive at the website. Musicians start here. It's the home of Drumeo, Pianote, Guitareo, and Singeo. So obviously drums, piano, guitar, and singing, vocals. So you can see over here that there's obviously some professionals teaching music, but let's go ahead and dive into the actual website. So when I first log in, you're gonna see that it arrives right at piano because I've put the most time into piano so far. So you can see over here, there's a bunch of different links on the left, and there's a whole bunch of different videos in the center. You got new ones that are brand new, can continue what you've done, and then right here you've got methods, songs, coaches. I'll show you exactly kind of what's going on in here, just so you have an idea of what you get when you come in. But right up front, let's talk about the method. So the method is their way to introduce an instrument from the ground up, talking about the different pieces of it, white keys, black keys, referring to piano, what they mean, how to start, getting your posture right, how to pick one out, just basically anything you can think of that might relate to piano and a beginner, they've got you covered. And so that's what getting started on piano is basically telling you what it is, how to get started, and how to kind of get into music and playing it without overloading you with just intense amounts of music theory. And they do that very slowly and very in a welcome way. So, Lisa Witt is the main teacher in Method, and she's phenomenal. She's very, very engaging. She's very charming and charismatic, and she teaches very well. And she makes it very accessible to people that find that learning a new instrument is somewhat daunting. But I'm not here just to talk about piano. We want to get into all of the instruments because there's a lot in Musora and you get all of it in one membership. So let's go ahead and take a look at drums because that's what I've also been paying attention to quite a bit lately. So once again, they're all set up the same way, which is really great if you're already part of their ecosystem. So you go to Method, and once again, getting started, talking about each piece, how to set up your kit, how to do all the things relating to drums without making you feel like it's too much at once. So you've got all of the different method levels, and you can progress at your own rate. And of course, you can go ahead and go to coaches, songs, and all these other different pieces at the same time. Let's go ahead and check out guitar and singing because it's all the same, you'll see. Method, you getting to know guitar, how to start, what to do, different coaches. It's all the same, but it's all great quality content. So singing, piano, guitar, drums, they're all very, very high quality videos, very high quality lessons, and you have plenty of content to go through. So let's go ahead and take a look at coaches next. So each of these different categories like Drumeo or instrument have different coaches, and Drumeo happens to be, I think, the most popular of the instruments that they teach on Musora. And there is a lot of coaches on here. So as you can see, there's 19 coaches right here. And there's a lot more if you go down here. There's way more than I thought there was. Holy smokes. So either way, there's a lot of people that teach drums on Drumeo. But the active coaches, including Dorothea Taylor and Domino San Antonio, they're both there too. And Domino, she's actually starting a 30-day learn to drum thing. Like you practice for 10 minutes each day for 30 days, starting tomorrow, the 27th, which is really freaking cool. I think they're actually going to be hosting this on YouTube as well. So it's something you can both jump into. And that's about it for that. Don't have to go too far into detail about the coaches. And then there's this whole song section, right? Where you can basically pick songs and it shows you the basically the drum music, and you can play along with it and you can practice along with these different drum songs. I'm learning Californication right now for drums and not very good at it quite yet, but I've learned quite a bit. I'll have to show you that some other time. But then there's courses, and courses are completely different. Like it's a course. Imagine going to like a college for music or class online, of course, and they start teaching you stuff, and they have it broken down by level of, expertise, intermediate, advanced, all, beginner, so on. So then you've got quick tips, which are just exactly what it sounds like. It's a quick tip, like Genius of Ringo Starr and so on and so forth. I won't be going to each of the different musical instruments. I'm just sticking for Drumeo right now, just to keep it short and simple. You know what you're seeing. You know what you get at all the other instruments. So then they got student focus, which is really cool. You submit a video, and the coaches on the website give you active feedback, and they make a whole video about what your submission was, which is really great because it makes you really feel it brings you in to the entire process, and it makes you feel like it's not just some online thing that you do on your own. Somebody is interacting with you as a teacher. So that's that. And then we've got, live lessons. You've got the Drumeo schedule, which shows what's coming out next. You got play-alongs, which, is exactly what it sounds like, play along. And then there's other parts. And within all of these, there's different pieces. Like right here is rudiments. And this is basically the basic fundamentals of drumming broken down into their pieces. And they teach you them one at a time. And there's a couple different instructors that do these as well. And then there's also shows. So that's all of the different pieces of what Musora gives you across 4 different instruments. I'm not gonna lie, there's way more in here than I probably ever will consume. You can see in here there's tons of different options. Now, instead of just focusing on Musora, we got to talk about the price, right? And the price information is relatively elusive on Musora. So this is what I've found online right here. This is from the Pianote perspective, that annual Drumeo membership is $197, regular $240. Annual Guitareo, $77, regular $127. Singeo, $77, $127. And then Pianote is the same price as Drumeo. So with an active Pianote membership, you have access and student exclusive pricing for our other Musora platforms, Drumeo, Guitareo, and Singeo. And I'm assuming that's the same for Drumeo going in the other direction. But I'm not sure if it's the same for Singeo and Guitareo. So that's all I've got for right now. I know that the lifetime membership is like $700 sometimes when it's on sale. I don't know how much it costs otherwise, but it's about $200 a year for Drumeo, but then you get access to all the others. So that's about what the cost of the prices is. If you're doing monthly, it's $240. So if you go with piano or drums, you get access to everything else, and it's about $240 a year, which comes out to about $20 a month. So is it worth it? Well, you have to make your own decision. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with them at all by any means. They didn't pay me or, go ahead and ask me to do this. I've just found that the quality of the content and the overall just kind of cohesiveness of it has been very good for learning. So that's where I'm at. And I'll give you a little, actually, you know what? I'll even show you what I've learned in 3 weeks using Drumeo. No prior experience on drums whatsoever. Just a short clip to just show it does work. Their method does work. All right, and that's all I've got for you for drums. So that's 3 weeks of progress. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. But then you can also see that I've been playing piano, and I've only been a member of Musora since 2022. So this isn't like I've been playing and doing this for a long time. I've only been doing it for not even a year, like 8 months of membership total. So for piano and drums, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, So you can hear on piano, I think I've made decent progress on that too. So, some of you have already heard me play before, so. Sounds beautiful. But either way, so Musora, piano, Drumeo, they all work well. They do good things. They teach you the instruments at a very adequate rate. If you put the effort in, you practice, you keep on doing your thing, you're going to get better no matter what. But these things lay out a very consistent, very understood and proven method to making you better, in a quicker way. So that's what I've got for you there. And you know what you get out of YouTube, right? So if I go back into this view, you can see, you go to YouTube, and I don't care if you see my history or what I watch, because I watch stupid crap, It is what it is. So I love pizza watching. I make pizza. I love watching pizza. So you have to search for what you want. So if you want drum tutorial, right? And look at that, Drumeo pops up as the first video, So it's obvious that even on YouTube, Drumeo is still a consistent high player in the drum lesson industry, really, in the online music industry. So the top three of 4 lessons are from Drumeo. But this is what you also get on YouTube. Of course, you're not going to get everything Drumeo or Pianote or Musora has to offer, but you have to search, you have to know what to search for, and nothing is curated in a particular way to line you up to teach you exactly what you need to know right in a row. You have to do your research, you have to find every piece of information you need to know, and then lay it out for yourself ahead of time. So the curriculum isn't in order. Unless somebody does that and does it for free, I'm very much expectant that that's not going to be the case, because people that can lay out a curriculum and teach you in such a well thought out manner are not going to be giving that information away for free. That would make no sense. It's desirable information. I don't know why you would ever give it away for free, So I'm happy to pay for it. $20 a month or $700 for a lifetime. I could give this stuff to my kids in the future. That's bonkers. So either way, as far as Musora goes, it's a high recommend from me. I've given you my progress. I've given you the things that I can do in the matter of 8 months on 2 instruments that I've been learning on it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm basically at the point where I can produce all of my own tracks via my own playing on all of the instruments. And that is something I've been wanting to do for my entire life. So I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, slap the like and subscribe so I can give you more stuff like this in the future. Either way, you know what I'm saying. I'll catch you all on the flippy floppy, y'all. Ciao for now.